Alright, we are rolling. This is Ralph, and I'm shooting down by the river today, addressing a topic about commitment. How long should I try for success? And the answer to that question is however long it takes. There's a lot of talk out there on YouTube and in books and other forms of popular media where people are talking about how to succeed in 90 days, how to make six figures in 6 months. And they've all got their good points, they've all got their flaws. And one flaw that I have noticed in some of these plans is that they assume that you're going to be starting at a certain level. And, you know, if you're at like a good 5-figure income per year and you're trying to figure out how to up your game to 6 figures, you know, that can be done. That's a fairly easy move, despite what a lot of people may think. But now if you're at the low end of 5 figures, or you're at the high end of 4 figures, it's going to be a lot more difficult. And if you're living in a cardboard box, it's going to be a heck of a lot more difficult. Matter of fact, you may think it as being impossible. Everybody's going to have their different starting points, and everybody's going to have their different sets of mental baggage. Some folks will have a very clear way of thinking about things. They'll have a very realistic way of being able to formulate a game plan that will work. They may be very good at following instructions, at working under a mentor, and people like that can knock it out of the ballpark pretty fast. Other people that just have a lot of self-limiting doubts, a lot of self-limiting beliefs, it's going to take them a lot longer to find their level of success, whether it be 5 figures, 6 figures, whatever. The bottom line that I like to go from is it is going to take as long as it is going to take. I kind of think of the story of Colonel Sanders, the creator of Kentucky Fried Chicken. He tried numerous businesses that failed before he finally hit on the idea of selling fried chicken. And I forget how many businesses he was in that he tried and failed at. And finally, by the time he got up to what normally people would think of as being retirement age, he finally hit on the idea of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And he got his recipe, he got his pots, his pans, and he threw his stuff in the car, and he just went, you know, from house to house trying to sell his idea and get people signed up for his franchise. And he hit on one business plan there that finally worked. And by the time he was retirement age, he finally had his first successful business, and it was a doozy. And so, just looking at that example of the Kentucky Colonel, success took as long as it took, and he just never gave up. And I think that's the attitude that all entrepreneurs have to have. Forget about setting deadlines for yourself, like trying to make 6 figures in 90 days. That's a popular topic out there on YouTube. And then six figures in 6 months. A little more attainable and a very good book. I would highly recommend that. But don't set yourself up on a time frame like that. Set your goals, yes, but give yourself some room to fail, and learn from your successes, learn from your failures, but just set it in your mind that success is going to take as long as it takes, and by God, I am not going to give up. I'm going to keep on trying until I finally make it. And I hope for my sake that as far as talking about making 6 figures, I hope it doesn't take me as long as it did the Kentucky Colonel, but I'm in it for the long term, whatever. And once you hit that goal, don't stop there. A lot of people, when they attain a goal, they think, okay, that's it. I've hit my plateau. I've hit my zenith. Now I can just rest my heels and just live the easy life. No, as far as I'm concerned, you have to keep advancing. Keep going, keep growing. If you're not constantly growing, if you're not busy growing, you're busy dying. And I want to keep busy growing. And so it's another reason why I don't get all wrapped up on time frames. Because life is something that's going to take me the rest of my life to figure out. And I'm cool with that. Success, on the other hand, that's something that I want to achieve, but it's something that I want to achieve, and then once I've achieved it, I want to keep right on going and going and going. Hit 1 mile marker, hit the next mile marker, and then hit the next mile marker, and hit the next mile marker after that. There have been so many levels of success that I have hit, and so many failures that I have hit, that I'm comfortable just taking it one step at a time and letting the process play out. So that's my thoughts on commitment and success. Don't set yourself up on an unreasonable time frame, and once you hit your level of success, don't just kick back and give up. Be prepared to keep going the distance, no matter what it is you're going after. So that's all for now. I'm going to be quiet, let the sounds of nature take over, and just thank you all for dropping by. This is Ralph from Ralph's Home Based Business, signing out.